All right, guys, another day, another bit of information about the C8 Corvette Z06 that GM has officially delivered to us. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for pressing play. As you heard there in the beginning, there is another bit of information that has been kind of leaked, but at the same time confirmed by GM, and that is going to be the quarter-mile time for the C8 Corvette Z06, so let's talk about it. All right, guys, so the C8 Corvette Z06. Yes, it has been a hot topic. There's been a lot of debate about this because GM did give us a reveal trailer and talked a lot about the car, showed a lot of the car off, but there was a lot of stuff noticeably missing. One of the things that was noticeably missing was the C8 Corvette Z06 and its quarter-mile time. Now, there is still a lot of information that we are waiting to see, but we have this little bit. So it's a little nugget of information, but we're going to talk about it today because it is very interesting. But before we get started, guys, if you could please go ahead and smash that thumbs up button, let me know you're liking the content so we can continue to create this for you and get it out to as many people as possible. I would greatly appreciate it. It helps me and it helps the channel, and I can't thank you enough for doing that. If you could also go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell notification so you don't miss any future content like this, that would be awesome. Now back to the information at hand here, and that is the quarter-mile time for the C8 Corvette Z06. I'm just going to give it to you guys. It does the quarter mile in 10.6 seconds. 10.6. It is an extremely fast car, guys. It's not even built for the drag strip, and it still manages to do it a good bit faster than the base C8 Corvette, which was also not built for the drag strip. So the fact that these cars are even being tested enough on the drag strip to show you what that quarter-mile time is very impressive by itself. But at the same time, 10.6. Guys, that puts it in the same exact league as the C7 Corvette ZR1. Now, because of the C7 Corvette ZR1, we can kind of take this stat a little bit further. So, as you guys know, I have a 2019 C7 Corvette ZR1, and it does do the quarter mile in 10.6 seconds, but because we know the information there, it also says what the trap speed is. Now, GM says 10.6 seconds at 134 miles per hour, and there's a very good chance that the C8 Corvette Z06 is going to do it right around that same speed because of the time that it takes to get down that strip. Now, this obviously could vary a little bit, but we are looking at somewhere around 130 to maybe even 136 miles per hour. It's going to be right around that same speed because that's what the ZR1 is able to do it in. Now, this is pretty impressive. I know a lot of you out there were expecting something a little bit faster than a 10.6, and honestly, I was personally expecting somewhere between a 10.3 and a 10.4, so this is not too much slower than what I thought it was going to be, but the fact that the C8 Z06 is already matching or possibly exceeding the speeds and performance of the C7 Corvette ZR1 is pretty impressive. Obviously, in this case, it is matching the speed of the C7 Corvette ZR1 on the drag strip, but its 0 to 60 times are faster than the C7 Corvette ZR1. So we are getting one heck of a performance car. Now, guys, like I said in the beginning, this is something that was kind of leaked. This is not something that GM specifically showed off. This is something that was leaked a little early. So if I had to guess, we're going to officially hear something from GM probably this upcoming week. But there was a billboard or a poster at like kind of a car show that someone snapped a picture of, and it talks about it having 670 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds, and then at the bottom, the quarter mile time of 10.6 seconds. So that was something that was not communicated to us in any way, shape, or form from GM in any of the reveal videos, but somebody with a quick trigger finger on a camera was able to get this at what looks like a local show of some kind. Now, I actually got this information from the CorvetteBlogger.com as well as the Mid-Engine Corvette Forum.com. They both posted on this and talked about it, and they don't usually post a whole lot of information like this over the weekend, so you know whenever something pops up on the weekend, it is good information, and this is one of the best ones I've seen yet. Like I said in the very beginning with all the C8 Z06 reveal stuff, I knew there was a lot of missing information, but I knew it was going to just continue to trickle out over the next couple months, and sure enough, here it is. So for those of you out there wondering what the Nürburgring time is going to be, that's going to be trickling out here very soon if I had to guess. For those of you wondering the top speed, speed. That's going to be coming soon too. And if I had to guess on all these things, the car is most likely going to break 200 miles an hour. And if it's not breaking that 7-minute lap time at the Nürburgring, it is going to be extremely close. Now, that is a huge jump. You guys, I know a lot of you want to see this car hit under 7 minutes, and I do too, but you got to also realize that the base C8 was 7 minutes and 33 seconds around that ring. So if this Z06 goes under 7 minutes, you're talking about a car that is 35 seconds faster around that ring, which is absolutely insane. So if it can do it, that is a massive improvement. Now, even if it gets to the very low 7 minutes, that's still a gigantic improvement. And I know a lot of us want to see it under 7, but at the same time, even close to 7 is pretty freaking good. Now, while we're talking about the quarter mile time, I did want to kind of mention also that the C7 Corvette Z06 has a quarter mile time that is not as good as the C8 Z06s. So that's what we're really looking at here, is a consistent improvement. And the fact that the C8 Corvette Z06 is actually infringing on C7 ZR1 times is gigantic. So from the CorvetteBlogger.com article, they said that there was no trap speed listed for the Z06, so we're going to have to wait on that. But this is an impressive improvement over the C7 Z06's official time of 10.95 at 127. Not only that, but it equals the 2019 Corvette ZR1's time of 10.6 seconds and a trap speed of that 134 miles per hour we were talking about. Now, again, we can kind of draw some conclusions of what the C8 Corvette Z06's trap time is going to be, but of course, it could be different, so it's not necessarily going to be exactly 134, but it's going to be somewhere around there. Now, like I had mentioned in previous videos though, guys, the C8 Corvette Z06, even their 0 to 60 time of being 2.6 seconds, is something that I feel is likely conservative, and the CorvetteBlogger.com kind of says the same thing about the quarter mile time. Now, as you guys know, the base C8 Corvette ran their 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds. However, I was able to consistently hit 2.6 on a track 4 times in a row. So I know that that car could do better 0 to 60 than 2.9 that GM advertised it at. That tells me that the C8 Corvette Z06 and its 2.6 second 0 to 60 time could also be brought down to maybe 2.4, maybe even 2.3, which is absolutely insane. But if their quarter mile time is the same kind of thing, then you could possibly see some hero runs of 10.3 or lower. And imagine breaking under 10 seconds in a quarter mile time in a car with a warranty. That is insane. And yes, I know some of you out there are going to say, well, what about the Plaid? I know. But this is a Corvette. This thing makes noise, and it could possibly do the quarter mile in under 10 seconds if all of the appropriate measurements are met, of course. And of course, this is just speculation at this point, but it would be freaking awesome, right? The CorvetteBlogger.com article ends by saying, we'll say this: the 2023 C8 Corvette Z06 just keeps getting better and better the more we learn about it. And I totally agree. Like I said, I knew a bunch of this information was going to keep coming out over the period of the next couple weeks, next couple months, and every bit that we get just makes this car more and more desirable. I was a little bit iffy at first about GM leaving some of this information out of the reveal trailer, but now I'm getting a little bit more confident that they didn't leave it out because it was necessarily bad. They left it out so they could kind of lead us along for the next couple months until the car is actually available. But anyway, guys, that is going to do it for today's video. So if you liked what you saw, please hit that thumbs up button. Like I said, it really helps the channel and I greatly appreciate it. I appreciate all of you guys doing as much as you do for me and making this channel keep growing. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'm going to have loads of C8 Corvette information like this coming you're not going to want to miss. And as always, guys, I will catch you in the next upload.
We respect our past, but we are always moving forward.